In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental.
And 8052, shooting just occurred. Approximately 10 shots heard and an unknown person shouting code 3 incident 1920 RV 809 semi for additional.
People are alleging is Rihanna is a key material witness into this whole trafficking scheme or plot or whatever that Roc Nation and Jay-Z himself have been carrying out.
Guys, things are getting very scary because people have now put together that both Rihanna and Nicki Minaj's homes in California have both been.
On March 8, 2026, a woman named Ivana Ortiz reportedly pulled up outside Rihanna's Beverly Hills home with an AR-15 and fired somewhere between 7 and 10 rounds toward the mansion while Rihanna and her 3 young kids were inside. Thankfully, nobody was injured. Right after the incident, the official explanation seemed pretty straightforward. Authorities described the suspect as a mentally unstable fan with a parasocial obsession. Case closed. And if you check the early news coverage, you probably saw clips from Ivana's social media accounts. And yes, based on those videos, she definitely appeared unstable. In several posts, Ivana was calling Rihanna a witch and even the devil, while going on long rants claiming Rihanna was somehow jealous of her.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the f up, okay? Shut the f up. Yeah, she's a witch. She's a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here, okay? They can't do this. They can't do this. That's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous. Because how am I? Because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me. And she has not ever put out any music to reach people. She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft. And so that she can steal from people. So everybody, please, don't listen to her, don't follow her, don't give that girl any air, space, or time, because she's stealing.
But is that really the full story, or is that just the version people are meant to accept? Because when you start digging a little deeper, the crazy stalker narrative begins to show a few cracks. Now people online are bringing back that old interview with Katt Williams, where he basically warned about situations like this. You see, Katt has repeatedly said that when celebrities suddenly pass away or face dangerous situations, it's rarely random. According to him, there's often someone powerful benefiting behind the scenes. So that raises the question, who would gain anything if something happened to Rihanna? One theory gaining traction online centers around Live Nation. It turns out Ivana Ortiz currently has an active legal case against Live Nation. Now, you might be wondering what that has to do with Rihanna. Well, this is where things start connecting, at least according to people online. Rihanna is signed to Roc Nation, and her history with her former mentor, Jay-Z, has always been complicated. Back in 2008, Jay-Z partnered with Live Nation to create Roc Nation as a joint venture. That means Live Nation is essentially the parent company, while Roc Nation operates underneath it. Rihanna is still signed to Roc Nation for both management and label services. Her touring agreements have been negotiated by Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez, who is also set to testify as a defense witness for Live Nation in an ongoing antitrust trial. For some context, the U.S. Department of Justice filed an antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation in 2024. The government is trying to force the company to separate from Ticketmaster, arguing that Live Nation holds an illegal monopoly that drives up ticket prices and limits competition. When a case like that goes to trial, both sides submit lists of witnesses. Live Nation's defense team included Desiree Perez. She's valuable to them because she runs Roc Nation and has personally negotiated several touring partnerships between Roc Nation, artists including Rihanna, and Live Nation over the years. Now let's circle back to Ivana Ortiz. The same woman accused of shooting at Rihanna's house already has an ongoing legal dispute with Live Nation. the very same Live Nation that owns Roc Nation, and the same Roc Nation whose CEO was preparing to defend Live Nation in court. That same CEO also handles Rihanna's touring deals. These connections aren't just rumors floating online, they appear in federal court records. So now people are asking why? Why would a woman who supposedly snapped randomly target Rihanna while already being involved in a legal fight with a corporation connected to Rihanna's career? And another detail people keep pointing out, Ortiz didn't show up in some old car with a cheap weapon. Reports say she arrived in a white Tesla and had an AR-15. Neither of those things are exactly cheap, so if she was simply a mentally unstable person acting alone, where did the money and resources come from? Who helped fund it?
LAPD taking over the street where for fire at singer Rihanna's home Sunday afternoon. You can see the bullet holes on the gates and investigators placing markers on an Airstream trailer parked inside. Police say the came.
On March 9th, when Ortiz was first arrested and booked, several major news outlets reported that bail had been set at $10.2 million. But here's where things start getting confusing. By the time Ortiz appeared in court the very next day on March 10th, the LA County District Attorney released an official statement listing the bail at $1.875 million. Multiple outlets repeated that number after the hearing, and CNN even reported the $1.8 million figure days later. So what actually happened? Either the early reports were corrected once the official court documents were filed, or the bail was drastically reduced. And if the original amount really was $10.2 million and then suddenly dropped to around $1.8 million, that's a massive difference that leaves people wondering what changed during those 24 hours. Because of all these strange details, a lot of people on social media have started speculating that Ivana Ortiz might have been used as a pawn. One person on X wrote, "Ivana Ortiz is the PSYOP shooter because there's no way you get a bond after targeting a high-profile celebrity with kids inside the house. This has to be deeper." Another user even described Ortiz as a Hollywood Tesla Manchurian candidate. Online theories suggest Ortiz may have been chosen precisely because of her mental instability. If someone wanted to send a person to carry out something like this, they might pick someone already known for erratic behavior, someone who already looks unpredictable and has a legal history tied to the same corporation connected to the target. And that's where Katt Williams' theory starts circulating again. According to him, nothing in the entertainment industry is truly accidental. The people pulling the strings only show the public what's on the surface. Everyone sees the unstable fan story and moves on. Meanwhile, whoever might actually be responsible stays safely out of the spotlight, while the lone suspect takes all the blame.
That everything that happens in a business that's based off of pretend, that seems like a setup is. In business, nothing is coincidental, or you would be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year, and it's over. And the money goes up and up and up. So they killed this $20 million guy, but they reaped $60 million in benefits.
Wow.
And they had some people from your city do it.
So yes, Ivana Ortiz may have pulled the trigger, but the bigger question people keep asking is who directed her toward Rihanna's home in the first place, and how did she even obtain the address? That leads into another theory circulating online right now involving the Epstein files. If you've been on social media lately, you've probably seen several names trending. In January 2026, millions of pages of Epstein-related documents were released publicly. During the fallout, Jay-Z's name started appearing in conversations after something called an FBI hotline report resurfaced. Back in 2019, someone anonymously contacted the FBI with a tip that reportedly mentioned Jay-Z. So let's connect the pieces again. Rihanna is signed to Roc Nation. Roc Nation was founded by Jay-Z. Roc Nation operates under Live Nation, and Live Nation is the same company Ivana Ortiz filed a lawsuit against last year. It's also the same company whose CEO, Desiree Perez, negotiates Rihanna's touring deals and is currently listed as a defense witness in the federal antitrust case, attempting to break up Live Nation's monopoly. Now think about it. If a corporation is already dealing with a major federal antitrust trial, would it want one of its biggest artists getting dragged into controversial rumors at the same time? Would they want that kind of attention? Or would they prefer everyone to stop digging into certain connections? Of course, these are just theories circulating online, but many people claim Rihanna might be considered a liability in certain situations. After all, Rihanna was brought from her home country of Barbados to New York by Jay-Z when she was only 16 years old. And according to some reports in past interviews, he pushed hard for her to sign her first contract with Roc Nation.
Same songs here, we sang artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief. But then he said something about a window and a door or something. Oh, then he said, he said it one word. I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady. He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So when Rihanna was 16 years old, she flew across country, had a meeting with Jay-Z, where he told her there's only two ways out of here, and that's through that door with the deal signed, or through the window, and we're on the 29th floor. And she was 16 years old. I don't really see the humor in that.
Dad, I know I promised you I'm gonna give you my first Grammy, but we might have to fight for this one.
She said she wanted to thank everybody for her first Grammy.
Anyway, I'd like to thank Jay-Z for being a part of this record with me.
She'd like to thank Jigga Man for being the greatest in the world.
Definitely a strong sense of ego here, which could be in fact rooted by other things, which is probably why Jaguar Wright said, when are we gonna come to the fact that Rihanna was the T word? T-R-A-F-F-I.
So once again, the big question remains, how did Ivana Ortiz, a speech pathologist from Florida, have the resources to drive across the country in a Tesla while carrying that type of weapon? Was this meant to be a real attack or just a warning? Because if the goal was truly to harm Rihanna, why stop at the gate instead of attempting to break through it? And if Rihanna was meant to be intimidated into staying quiet, who exactly benefits from that? Right now, these are questions nobody seems able to answer. And sure, it's possible people are overanalyzing the situation. Maybe this really was just a mentally ill individual who snapped. But considering everything happening in the world today, false flags, corruption scandals, the Epstein documents, many people are questioning whether the official narrative can always be trusted. But now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Ivana Ortiz acted completely alone, or could there be something bigger happening behind the scenes? And if someone did send her, who do you think would have given the order? Drop your theories in the comments below and make sure you stay tuned for the next video.